Welcome back to Success International Training Institute. We're so happy that you've joined us. If you're new to our channel, please remember to press the subscribe button. Also, like and share this video. What do we have in store for you today? Well, we're going to be talking about how you can make more money in your business. And so I have some tips I want to share with you about how you can ensure that you're making more money in your business. Tip number one, make sure that you are selling quality products. Anything that you are selling to consumers, anything at all that you're offering for sale must be of the very best. You want to make sure that the customers are pleased with the product that they are spending their money on. Too many times we take the quality of the products for granted. We offer substandard product. Who would want to spend their money with you when you're not delivering the best product ever? When you're not satisfying their need? When they buy the item and within a few weeks it is all broken? That's not going to satisfy your customer at all. They won't want to recommend anybody, nor would they want to come back. I certainly would not go back. So if you're selling anything, whatever it is, it could be a bag, it could be a shirt, it could be your intellectual abilities. Make sure that it is the best. If you're talking about a product, make sure you know about the product. If you are selling shoes, ensure that it is durable. If you're selling items and it's not good, you've used substandard material, after a while you're going to be losing sales. After a while, customers are going to find out that it's not worth the while spending your money with you. Remember, when you've worked, that hard-earned cash, you can't throw away like that. So whatever you're offering up, whatever you're promoting, whatever you've advertised for sale, make sure it is top of the line. Make sure it is the very best. And one of the things you can do is to ensure that it goes through a quality control system. You can test the product. You can do so yourself. You can find persons that you can actually ask their opinion on your product. Whatever that product is, there is always an audience. So don't forget, customers who want to spend their money are more willing to spend their money on things that are of high quality, not low-grade items. I am not going back to a business place if when I buy their item, it deteriorates within a very short period of time. Because when I spend my money, I want to be pleased about it. I want to know that I am satisfied. I want to find value in the product that I'm buying. And if I'm not finding value, I'm not going to be a repeat customer. So make sure that your product is tested, tried, and proven. Make sure when you've made that sale, you'd have done your very best to satisfy the consumer. Tip number two, make it easy for customers to do business with you. Can they find you? Are you responding to your emails? Are you checking the messages that you're getting? How easy it is for them to actually pay you the money for the product? Can they get redress when they're not so satisfied? Do you listen to them? Do you pay attention to their feedback? Customers want to spend their money. Don't forget that. But they're going to be more willing to spend their money at a location with a supplier who is readily available to take that money from them. Let me tell you, I have been most dissatisfied when I go to a place and every item I take up, I don't see a price on it. I have to go to the checkout to be finding out what the price is. I don't like that. I simply put it back. I'm not going to spend that amount of time finding out what the price is for every single product. I am not pleased with that kind of service, so I'm not going to go back. I am saying, when you're offering things for sale, make it easy for the customer to hand over their money to you. Don't forget they have options, but if you want to make more money in your business, you have to ensure that they have different ways to pay you as well. Gone are the days when you can only accept cash. Can they make a transfer to your account? Can they do a credit card payment? What will you implement in your business to make sure that the customer's idea of shopping with you is a good one? That they are willing to put their money where their mouth is. That they're willing to spend their money. And if you're not accessible, they're not going to want to do that. If you make it very difficult, they're coming to you or they're going on your website, but they can't even locate where the payment section is. They're going to be turned off and they will want to go elsewhere. I certainly will do that because many of us do not have the amount of time to spend trying to figure out the maze that you've created in your business. I want it to be straightforward. I want it to be easy. I want the methods to be simple enough for me to hand over my money. Tell me what process you use. Show it to me clearly so that I don't have to spend all that amount of time that I don't have, trying to figure out how to get my money over to you. I prefer to go elsewhere where it is much easier for me to hand over my money. And so you have to think about your business as though you were the shopper as well. When you go on your own payment system, or when you try to figure it out, how easy it is for you, and you have to try and be objective. A matter of fact, you can get others to test it out. Listen to what the customers are saying. If they're complaining about that kind of difficulty, or you realize that you're not getting the kind of sale, persons are probably browsing but not shopping. Why is it that they're not paying over their money? Why are they stopping part of the way? How can you break that cycle and collect your money? It is easy for you to find methods to engage your customers. And the engagement you want in the end is for them to be able to pay over their money and do so easily. Make the process simple, make it accessible, and you will be able to do better. Tip number 3, you have to be an agile business owner. You can't have a business and when the market changes, when the dynamics, when the taste of your customers, when the strategies that you've been using no longer work, you can't even see it. Much more, you decide you're not going to change or your response time is delayed. If it is difficult for you or if you don't make the changes in your business processes early, if you can't move along with the trend that is happening in the market, you're not going to do well. In order for you to make more money in your business, you have to be able to change and change quickly depending on what is happening in the market. So take, for example, COVID has come in. And how do you respond to customers who are at their homes, but they need their products? How do you get your products to them? Take all the things, all the factors that have influenced the market, align them with what you've been doing and see whether or not you've been able to make the changes as quickly as you need to. If you've not been making those changes, you need to do so right away. You need to fix yourself in a position where you can easily respond, where you can get the products to the consumers quickly, where you can change your strategies and still satisfy your customers, where you can deliver a good service no matter what the condition is. So your reaction time has to be fast. Otherwise, your competitors are going to win. If you want to succeed, if you want to generate more revenue, you have to get the consumers. And to get the consumers, you have to be willing and ready to meet the demands as they come. And they're going to come in different ways. They're going to come with changes. They're going to come with factors that you never initially planned. But if you're an agile business owner, if you can react quickly, if you can make the changes in your processes quickly, then you will beat the competition. If you are able to beat the competition, you will make more money. Next, you must have effective marketing strategies. They don't have to be expensive strategies, but you must be able to promote your products. Let people know that you have that product out there. How are they going to know if you don't have a strategy for them? Every single product you have must be aligned with a strategy. You must convince customers that they must shop with you. You must let them know that you're available for business. Consumers must appreciate and accept the reason for buying the product from you. And if you can convince them, if you can persuade them to shop with you, certainly you're going to make more money. But if you don't have a strategy, the products won't move. What's good about a product that you can't move from your location? Absolutely nothing. To get consumers to buy your product, you also want to increase the number of customers you have. That means you need to have a campaign that will ensure that you're generating awareness. How is that campaign going to run? You must determine what is best for you. Are you going to be using social media? Are you going to be using the print media? Are you going to be doing word of mouth? Whatever that strategy is, you must implement, you must develop and implement a strategy, an effective one. Then you must review those strategies. The market changes over time. The taste of the consumer change. What they liked before isn't necessarily what they like now or what they're demanding now. You must have something, you must have a promotional strategy that will work for every period and for every customer. Then you must determine whether or not the strategies continue to work. If they no longer work for you, if they no longer garner the kind of sale that you need, you must change it. You must review and you must revise those strategies in order to make them effective, because you need to bring in the customers. But the way to bring in the customers is to get them to know that you're there, is to get them to know about your product, is to get them to understand what your product will do for them, how it will answer their questions, how it will benefit them. So you're selling a book. Is it going to cause them to improve their reading skills? How are you going to cause the customer to understand that they need this book when they would have had maybe 100 before? What is different about it? What is going to be adding value to their life? Why should they spend that money? That's the kind of marketing campaign you need to develop. One that is persuasive, one that allows the customer to think about your business and your product every day. That's because you are producing a campaign that is going to convince them that your product is the very best for them. So you need a marketing campaign. You need a promotional strategy, and one that works. Another way you can make more money in your business is to add value to the product that you're selling. Add something that is going to ensure that the customer is getting more than just the ordinary product. Can they reuse your package, for example? Can they use the product for something else? Do they get after-sales service? Do you treat them, for example, to samples? How are you making sure that the customer understands that when they buy from you, you are providing them with an experience that they couldn't have paid for? It's different, it's added, it's more than what they bargained for, and they're going to be pleased to spend their money. They're going to be recommending persons to shop from you. Think about it. When we go to a place to do some shopping, one of the things we look out for is the kind of treatment we're getting. And sometimes, even though we don't believe that the product is worth the money, we're willing to spend the extra because we think we're getting a better service, because we are convinced that what we're getting is of value. Also, if you call back, you can get some service. You can hear someone respond to you. You can hear their feedback. You can actually get assistance. Those are things that we look out for as consumers. Again, if you think about it, you have to remember that you're also a consumer. What experience you've had in the past that allowed you to feel really good about some money that you've spent? What was added on to that product that convinced you that you needed to buy it? How were you getting more value than what was there before, or what the product initially had as its value? So getting more money out of the consumer doesn't have to be hard. What you need to do is to convince them that your product is going to give them a greater level of satisfaction that they would not have normally gotten. Think about the strategies you can use in order to build value into your product, in order to add things onto your service line. So you can decide you're going to deliver, and you may deliver free or you may deliver at a reduced cost. You may decide that you're going to offer takeout services that you never did before. I'm saying to you, there are so many things that you can add to your product that will make the consumer willing to spend more money. Certainly, if you're going to charge them, you want to make sure that they understand that when they purchase from you, they are getting a good service. They're getting more than they bargained for. Here's a bonus for you. Many times business owners don't think of their prices as a way of engaging customers. They want the product to be sold, but they don't give a lot of consideration to the price. Yes, consumers can afford to go elsewhere, many of them, but they have chosen you. When you think about the price that you're selling your item for, is it reasonable? You don't have to be making super profits to feel that you're doing business. You need to be pricing your items reasonably enough for the kind of market that you have. You have competitors. Competitors are going to help to drive prices. But are you going to present a price that will discourage customers? Think about what is happening in the market. Think about the needs of your consumers. Think about how your pricing is going to influence your bottom line. Think about the cost that goes into your pricing strategy. Does it apply to every product? Do you need to change that pricing strategy depending on the kind of item you're carrying? So if you're carrying 10 items, do you need to mark up everything by 10%? It may not necessarily be the right thing to do, because some items may be loss leaders. Some are going to be selling slower than others. Some are going to be moving faster. Some are going to be priced depending on the kind of market you have. Determine the strategy that works, and do not think that it's a one-size-fits-all strategy. That's not the best strategy to use. Apply the most appropriate strategy for the market and for the product that you have. So in thinking about making more money in your business, think about your prices. Remember, it's not one size fits all. You need to examine your products. You need to make sure that the products are reasonably priced so that you're not discouraging your customers. Thank you again for watching this video. Please remember, if you're not yet a subscriber, please subscribe to our channel. Please like and share, and remember, drop us a comment. We would love to hear from you. Press the notification button as well, so when a new video comes out, you will get that notice quickly. Thank you.